This morning, get ready for a new look at a popular Plano shopping center. This week, the City Council approved a redevelopment plan for the shops at Willow Bend. That shopping area opened in 2001. It will continue to feature shops, but will expand to include outdoor and indoor spaces as well as places to live. Work is expected to start sometime early next year. When it's finished, they'll have a new name as well. It'll be called The Bend. Ever start a project but can't seem to concentrate long enough to get it done? Of course, anyone can get distracted, but there are some ways to help your brain focus on the task at hand. Mandy Gaither reports.
It can happen when you're tired or because you're juggling too much. If you get easily distracted, you're not alone.
Our brains need gas in the tank to concentrate. Sleeping enough, taking breaks, taking time in nature. Think of them as fuels for our attention.
Chasing Life podcast host Dr. Sanjay Gupta says self-care is the first step in avoiding distraction. He says it can also improve our attention span. So can planning to do the hardest work in front of you at the time of day that you tend to be most focused. Gupta says to also be aware of unconscious distractions and make them intentional.
For example, instead of reaching for your phone when you hear a ping, say, I'll answer that text in 30 minutes. After I finish this step.
And when you're getting a project done, be aware of thoughts that distract you. He says not to dwell on them, write them down instead.
Jotting those other to-do list items down can actually help offload them from our brains and keep you focused.
Gupta says to also keep a tidy workspace. He says research shows clutter can have a negative impact on executive function and mental health. And finally, think of a large task in front of you as a series of smaller tasks.
Studies showed that our brains tend to prioritize small tasks over large ones. You will create opportunities as well to feel a sense of accomplishment, which will energize you to keep going.
I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now, Gupta says lack of sleep and stress both can take a toll on your brain function. So can mental health conditions like depression and anxiety. Again, self-care is a critical part of helping your brain function at its best.